guys to be ready. They'll never see it coming. So what's our plan?
Is this really happening?
You ready for this?
Mr. Benedict.
I'm Mr. Benedict.
Quite an impressive display.
Glorious.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we all?
Good.
Thank you. Yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining us today. So we're doing a little bit of a roundup and a bit of a talk of what we like from Disney sort of announcement, their Investor Day the other day. So has anyone had a chance to look through what they've announced?
Absolutely.
Of
Loads of
course.
it.
So there's a lot of it. If you went through every single one, I think we'd be here till tomorrow at this rate.
Yeah.
But you never know.
There is a lot.
I don't know whether there's a limit that StreamYard lets us stream till, but
5 million.
no. But we're trying to keep it short and snappy. So where should we start?
Introductions.
Yeah, so who've we got with us? So we've got me, I'm Ben.
I'm Becca.
So,
I'm Claire, and we've got a ringer with us today, just for the first time.
Hi.
Him in the back, that's
Our
Morgan.
special guest.
Yeah,
and
ringer, special guest.
And I'm Sally.
we've also got someone who's just popped into the green room as well. So
Oh,
just in time.
just
Hey.
in time.
I'm John.
Hi guys, I'm having a nightmare here.
Oh,
Nightmare.
yeah.
So
Technical difficulties.
yeah, very much so, and I'm now with you on 4G. So this is could end up being the costliest show we've ever done.
You're going to be out of data by the time we finish.
That's
Oh,
why we're
okay.
trying to keep it short.
Yeah, absolutely.
We won't waffle on too much. But yeah, so we were just saying, John,
Nice.
that with the announcement on Thursday, there's a lot of stuff that Disney announced. And I know we were talking and texting on Thursday night with live as everything was coming out.
Yeah.
And there's just so much we could go through, it could take hours. But let's start things off with some of this. So yeah, and Hocus Pocus 2. It's been rumored for a while. It's nice to see it confirmed.
Yeah, I'm not going to be very popular, but like I'm not like the biggest Hocus Pocus fan. Like I don't hate it, but I'm not like some people who are so diehard about it. But I think I would still watch it. I think it would be quite interesting.
Yeah, I think it was, when was the original out? 1993. So I think it's one of those films that I know I watch every Halloween.
I don't. I'm
Yeah.
like Sammy.
Yeah.
I think they need to do it right, and I think it's one of those things. It's going to go on Disney Plus. So
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm
It's not been-
with Sam and Becca. It's not something that particularly excites me. I'm really pleased they're making a second one, but
Never seen it before.
Yeah.
there you are.
I think it's one for the fans more than anything else.
Yeah, in comparison to everything else that was announced, it sort of pales into insignificance, in my opinion.
If I-
There's loads of other stuff which sounds better.
Compared to everything else, that whole banner doesn't really interest me.
Well,
No.
I'm pretty buzzed about, like, I'm a big Ice Age fan. Like, I loved Ice Age. And
Really?
so I'm kind of buzzed. Yeah, I was a big Ice Age fan. So I'm quite buzzed about the new Ice Age movie.
All of them. There's
Yeah,
like
well,
yeah.
maybe the first couple. The first one, definitely. The second one, yeah. After that, I kind of fell away. But I'm a big fan of the first two anyway. So
Who's
Yeah.
the main character of this one? It's Buck Wild. He was in
That's
Ice Age. Simon Pegg's character.
See, I
Yeah.
did like that Ice Age film. So, but I probably wouldn't, I'm not going to rush out when they come out to go and watch them.
Well, I don't know. It's coming to Disney Plus. So you don't really
That's
have to
what
rush
I mean.
out.
It's
Yeah.
not like we've
As well, because we can't.
Yeah.
yeah. We're going to rush into our houses.
It's not like with like the Mandalorian. Every week I'm watching that.
That's
Mm.
grown on you because
It
the
has
first
grown on
season
me.
you were going, no, I don't want to watch this. I'm only watching it for Baby Yoda.
Second season's been really good, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
3 Men and a Baby. I think, you know, a remake of that would be interesting. I remember the original film. I'm not sure if it's going to be. It's got Zac Efron in it, I think, and I'm hoping he's going to have a big Tom Selleck big tash going on.
Oh, I didn't know Zac Efron was in it.
Really
Like,
remake it. We're going to have the big tash and the Steve Guttenberg tash going on. So yeah, if it's not, I'll be disappointed.
I'm in. Zac Efron's in it.
I know.
I'm in.
He's done some fairly good comedy films over the
Yeah.
past few years.
Yeah, let's just talk about Baywatch. No,
I was thinking more like when he sings, but okay.
no.
Oh no, I like it.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Not sure on that one.
Might be okay.
Cheaper by the Dozen. Is that
No.
one
Yeah.
that I think needs a remake?
I
Again?
don't think the first one should have been made, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
does it
insane.
Hello,
need a-
Sammy's
I
mum.
don't know. Hi, mom.
Thank you, Sharon.
I don't know. Like, Cheaper by the Dozen is fine, but like, does it need a remake?
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is it going to be remade or is it going to be cast before a few of them come back? I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be
It's not.
if it doesn't
Same with
work.
Night at the Museum. Why are they remaking that? Like, the
Yeah,
Ben
that's
Stiller
animated.
version is
That's
like,
going to be animated. It's an animated series, from what I
Yeah,
know. Yeah.
well, it might be
So-
okay.
That could be potentially interesting, depending on
Yeah,
the cast.
okay. now that
Yeah.
now that I know it's animated, I'm a bit happier about it.
Be
Yeah, I
interesting
think.
if they cast as the voice actors. I think that might
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, that'd be quite good.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it might just they're doing it for a cost saving. They can get the film created, done animated. But when you think with COVID and everything, everyone's doing everything from home. So animations then is going to be
Or
probably
easier
an
to
easier way to do.
Because it's one person in a booth doing the recording. You can social distance it quite
Yeah.
nicely.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
So what else have we got on this one? So yeah, I think we've done.
There's
Yeah,
only
nothing
other
really
one
else
was
there that
Flora
kind of
and
jumped out at
Ulysses.
me.
I don't even know
No.
what that is.
No.
No, I
Maybe
brushed
not.
past that on the show. It was one of those ones that I
Random.
yet again,
one.
not sure whether it will go anywhere. But carrying on with Disney, we've got some live action. So if you notice on this slide that if there's a Disney Plus logo, it's been created purely for Disney Plus. So that'll be where it'll premiere. So we've got Jungle Cruise, The
I can't
Lion,
wait for that.
The Lion King prequel,
Mm.
The Little Mermaid,
Mm.
and Cruella are going to be in cinemas.
I'm probably one of the few people that would be interested in the Lion King prequel.
I'm quite interested in it too, I would say. Like, I'm not saying like it's not the ones there that out of all of them, it's not the one I'm most excited for, but I'll definitely watch it.
Presumably, are they going to tell the story between Mufasa and Scar and why they fell out and all of
I
that?
hope so.
That would be my guess, which
Yeah.
could be quite interesting, especially if they manage to get
Jeremy
Thingy
Irons,
and Bobby back. No, the other one, Mufasa.
James L.
Oh.
Jones,
James L. Jones. That's
Vader.
what I was about to call him. John L. Jones. Then sorry.
get Darth Vader back. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think that would be quite good.
Do you think they've spent a lot of the money on the technology already
So they
and
wanna
think
use
that
it?
we need to do it? But saying
Yeah.
that when they announced it on Thursday night, they said that because the 2019 live action was such a success of 1.9 billion, that's why they're doing a prequel.
Yeah.
So there's possibly is a need for it.
But
As long as they do an original story, original songs, I think it could work well. I'm glad that they haven't just copied.
At least they're not just
Lion King too.
remaking Simba's Pride. As much as I
Yeah.
liked Simba's Pride,
Yeah.
I don't want another shot-for-shot remake.
What if they did Lion King 1.5 remake?
Oh no.
That would be brilliant.
Seth Rogen, yeah.
Funny.
That's like the best
Yeah.
film ever.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about the best one there, and
Jungle
that's
Cruise.
obviously
Wrong
No,
one.
wrong slide. There
wrong
we
one,
go.
and
The
that's
Jungle-
obviously the Little Mermaid.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Jungle
Oh,
Cruise.
excited.
Jungle Cruise.
Are you really?
Oh, well, Jungle Cruise, sure, but Little Mermaids, I'm so excited for.
See, I'm in two minds about Little
Yeah.
Mermaid. I just
The music side, I'm
Yeah.
excited too. The casting, I'm not.
I think it's just because it's my favorite Disney movie. I'm just excited to see what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
what if they kill it?
Whereas,
What if they did it just like Lion King to me? Lion King's my favorite as an animation, and it wasn't
Yeah.
the best remake.
I know I think I'm going to be able to separate them in my mind. Nothing will touch the original Little Mermaid. Nothing will happen with that. That's still there for me. But I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this new one, and there's going to be new songs as well as old songs. So I'm just interested to see how it's going to turn out.
Does anyone know whether Melissa McCarthy can sing?
I think she can.
I think she can.
Yeah, I think she
That's
can.
all right. She's
See,
got some time for some singing lessons.
Yeah.
See, my pick for the part of Ursula would have been Rebel Wilson.
That's exactly what I was about to
Yeah.
say.
No.
She can sing. She's got sass. She's funny.
No.
Yeah,
No.
it'd have been awesome. Or let's have a bloke as Ursula. That would have been.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
That'd be
That would
different.
have been good. But yeah, Rebel Wilson. But David Diggs is playing Sebastian, and
I
that's
know.
so exciting because
Yeah,
I love
amazing.
Hamilton. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see David Diggs as Sebastian.
I think the
Yeah.
music is what's selling me on this. Alan Menken and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
It can't really be bad, can it? In that.
No.
Not
No.
really.
No.
Do you know what? Even if I go to the cinema and just like close my eyes, as long as I can listen to the music, I'm happy. There we go. I can
This
just.
is why I'm having sleep.
Okay, what else have we got
Right.
here? So
Should we
we've
talk
got
about Jungle Cruise now or what? I don't know.
Oh, Jungle Cruise.
Jungle
Let's talk
Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
Okay,
Oh,
it was supposed to
can't
be
wait.
out this year, but obviously pandemic. It's going to be a
Cannot
really
wait.
good film. It's going to be good. We've got
It
Emily
had-
Blunt.
It had better be good the amount
Dwayne
of
Johnson.
time they've been keeping us waiting for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the best way of looking at it. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
one
true.
I'm looking forward to most of all. I think that'd be, and it's got to have that sort of that whole Jungle Cruise feel to it, hasn't it? It's got to have that whole spiel that you skipper on the Jungle Cruise, and I think that to me would be the best one of the lot. The one of them that does strike me as it really struck me the other night as well was Sister Act 3, and I just at that point I was thinking, my word, you're really clutching at straws on that one, really, you know.
Sharp intake of breath moment.
Yeah, it was a bit, but
I've got the synopsis of what they've said about Sister Act 3. It's a revisited film starring Whoopi Goldberg. So they're revisiting things. So it's not really
So it's
going
kind
to
of like a sequel then?
That tells us so much.
be. Yeah.
yeah. I'll be.
Maybe she was contracted for the Christmas period and hasn't fulfilled, so they've got to use her for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sister Act movies are classic movies. You know, they're good. I don't know. I do like them though. Like I used to watch them at like Christmas and New Year time and stuff. They were always in telly.
Yeah, there's a reason
But do we
why.
need a third one? Not so sure.
I'm not quite sure we needed a second one, to be honest.
No, I agree.
I've got to admit that the TV remote goes into overdrive once I even know that the
Yeah.
first minute of the film comes on. So
I have
There
to admit,
are people who love Sister Act and Sister Act 2. I mean, who adore the music, who adore the film. Yeah, not me, no. I'm not one of
Yeah.
them.
who doesn't like Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg is brilliant.
She's
Yeah.
fine. She's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's out of all of the things there, though, I'm looking forward to them finally releasing Cruella. I think it's been on
Yeah.
the cards for a while, and I think it got filmed quite a long time ago as well.
It does.
So it needs to be released and just done. But I think maybe they've spent so much on it, they don't want to put it straight to Disney
Playing
Plus.
Cruella?
It's Emma
Emma
Stone.
Okay.
I like Emma Stone, but I'm just not excited for the movie. I'm just not excited for it.
Just want a quick hello to
Hello,
Carlos.
Carlos.
Hi, Carla.
hey, hi Carlos.
I'd say
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to Disenchanted quite a lot. I
Oh,
love
me
Enchanted.
too.
Yeah,
I love the music for Enchanted. Amy Adams coming back for it. Fantastic. I'm actually looking forward to that, and I think it'll be a really good series.
Yeah,
Me too.
I think it's
Hi,
gonna go quite well.
Andy. Hi.
Hey, Andy.
Just saying hi, Andy.
It's a film, isn't it? Disenchanted.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Is it going to be a
Yeah, it's gonna be a film.
okay.
Film.
Yeah.
These are all
These are film
films.
seasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pinocchio is an interesting one.
Pinocchio. The only reason I'm excited for that is
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks. And he's
Yeah.
like plays that
Tom
actor.
Hanks and Geppetto.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's just,
That's interesting casting?
I just blew me
He
away.
played a toy in the last film he was in.
Yeah.
I think it's just a perfect choice, and actually, I think that's the one. I think that really, I think a lot of people out there would be absolutely thrilled to see.
Yeah.
I think there
thrilled to
are a
actually
few
be
that
able to
will
go and enjoy.
blow people away. I think it's one of those things people just won't. They're like, oh, I won't watch that, and it's like they'll put it off 6 months later. They'll tune into it, and go, why didn't I see this 7 months ago?
Yeah.
It's sometimes we do that with films. It's like we've just watched Mulan.
I just see Carlos's comment.
Yeah, you've watched that as well. You've seen that as well.
Cruella will be great. For some reason, it reminds me of Jason.
Oh, Carlos, that's really, really cool.
And hi, Len.
And then
Hey, Lynn.
Pinocchio, Tom Hanks. Can't wait. Looking forward to it, definitely.
Yeah.
And Peter Pan and Wendy. I'm a big Peter Pan fan.
Yeah.
So that's another one I'm really looking forward to.
I hope it.
That's got Jude Law in.
Yeah.
He's going to
Yes,
be playing
it
Captain
has.
Hook.
Claire just.
Do you think it will
I
be
remember
like
that detail.
they could do it and it'll be like Hook? It will be such a classic film that'll end up being like that. Because everyone who talked about the film Hook, it's amazing. It's always been one that.
But how much of that is Robin Williams though?
Yeah, it's true.
Hook is an awesome film, and the
Yeah.
music, the soundtrack for Hook is absolutely amazing. It's really, really good. So I'm hoping that maybe Peter Pan. It's not my favourite story, but maybe it'll be good.
Yeah.
Love it. Hi, Carleen.
Hi, Colleen. Is there any other casting announced for Pinocchio? Because I have a bit of an issue with Pinocchio.
I think so. No.
I think it's only Tom Hanks that's been announced.
I think they were using Tom Hanks to sell it to everyone before.
Oh, 100%.
They probably haven't even scripted
And it's worth
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was news
He
to,
could sell most things.
yeah, it was news to Tom Hanks on Thursday night. Yeah. He's probably sat there watching it, having a cup of tea, and he's just like,
He gets a text like on Friday morning, just to let you know you need to be at work on Monday.
Yeah. You're in Pinocchio, by the way.
his agent's been working overtime for him.
Yeah. I think the only one we've missed off this slide is
Rescue Rangers.
Rescue Rangers Chippendale, which is
They got announced. Who's the actors playing them again?
hybrid live action animated film starring John Mulaney and Adam Sandberg.
Andy Samberg. I'm looking forward to
Andy Samberg. Due spring 2022.
I've got a feeling that I don't know those names, but if I saw their faces, I'd know who they were.
You will definitely know who Andy Samberg is. He did the SNL. He's like a comedian. He's in like lots of stuff like Lonely Island. You know the Lonely Island. You know all those songs. Morgan, do you know Lonely Island?
Rings a bell.
Yeah, they do. I can't really name the songs, but Google them.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
Google
intrigued
both
that,
of them after that.
I'm intrigued that it's a hybrid live action. So does that remind anyone of like Alvin and the Chipmunks films?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh,
Right?
I'm imagining it's going to be more along the lines of Jungle Book, actually.
Okay.
Maybe.
Could be.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, Josh. And just checking, it is Chip and Dale, isn't it? Chip and
Dale, like fish and chips.
The Chip and Dales. Aside.
I mean, either way, I'm down to watch. So.
I don't think that one would be going on Disney Plus.
No.
You never know. Times are hard.
True.
Okay, there's a few Disney. So that was sort of the main Disney films. We've got Disney Television Studios, which are these are all TV series. They're going to Disney Plus. Mighty Ducks.
Can I be first?
Oh, go on then, John.
Because I think I even said this to you on Thursday, Ben, wasn't it? Why on earth has somebody gone back to Turner and Hooch? It's just, it struggled as a film. I went to watch it in the cinema when it came out, and that's an hour and a half of my life I still regret I'll never get back.
Didn't Tom Hanks play that? Turner?
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Oh no!
Get lost, John. Anything Tom Hanks touches is gold, all right?
Except Turner and
I agree
Hooch.
with you, Sammy.
Disney owns Tom Hanks at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think it'll be
never
good.
get me to put on a Tom Hanks movie ever.
Turner and Hooch, I suppose, as a series, will have an appeal to a demographic, and it will make, it will mean that people can watch
And it might actually be quite like funny, like if they make it kind of like the movie, kind of whimsical, kind of fun, it could be quite fun.
Maybe we'll get John to watch it and he could like live stream his reaction.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, watch party.
I've never seen the film.
Have you not?
I agree with
I haven't
Valerie's
either.
Yeah.
Valerie's comment. Tom Hanks can make anything.
But Colleen agrees with you, John.
Oh, there you go. You see.
Not her favourite Tom Hanks
Oh,
film.
Carlene, it's not my favorite Tom Hanks film, but I still love Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks good in what was that film? Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is pretty good in most things.
I think Tom
Yeah.
Hanks is box office, isn't he? He's just like
Yeah.
he's
Tom
the
Hanks,
guy-
if you're watching, I love you.
If we're unsure of what Disney are doing next, just put Tom Hanks up, and it's 9 times out of 10 will be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
But the other stuff on there, what, Mighty Ducks?
Yeah. Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
I don't think it will be a game changer.
I don't know, because it's going to be a series. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Well, 2 of those I think are actually based around sport. Mighty Ducks is based around hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Big Shot, I think, is basketball.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
the
not sure.
Mysterious Benedict Society?
It's mysterious.
Right.
Because don't know.
Because nobody knows what it is.
No,
Let me have a look.
we'll find out.
Not bad.
We can talk about it another day.
I've got a little bit about it. Placed
Okay,
undercover at a boarding school known as the Institute, a group of orphans must foil a nefarious plot with global ramifications while creating a new sort of family along the way. It's based on a bestseller by Trenton Lee Stewart, which Time magazine called one of the best young adult books of all time.
Okay, so that sounds like a bit of a cross between Lemony Snicket and St. Trinian's,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, it's not selling me, let's just say
It's
that.
very much aimed at the teenage crowd, that one.
Okay, well,
Possibly. I'm almost a teenager.
almost.
Almost. Well, you can be our guinea pig for that one.
9 years ago I was.
Yeah.
Close enough. Right, Ben, what's next?
Okay. What have we got?
The good
Okay.
stuff.
Oh,
Lot.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I cannot wait. So excited.
There's so much
Oh, yes.
on here to talk about. Mandalorian.
Interestingly, the only thing that's going to be shown at the cinema is Rogue Squadron.
Yep.
That's so random.
There is one thing that's missing off this one. That's also
think-
Lucasfilm that did get announced,
Yes.
which was Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Yeah.
With
Indiana Jones 5 was announced, but it wasn't put on the Lucasfilm thing. I'm just wondering whether they're just not sure when it's going to be out.
Yeah, probably.
They know it's on the list. I don't know.
or whether
Just-
Harrison Ford's still going to be alive.
Poor Madison.
Well, the thing is,
They've been
last one,
recording it for quite a while, though, because didn't he break his ankle or something?
Yeah, yeah.
no, that was
That
on
was-
Star Wars.
Was that on
That was
Star
on
Wars?
Star Wars.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was, wasn't it?
But Willow, I'm quite excited about Willow. But Obi-Wan Kenobi is my number one.
There's
That's
so
my number
much
one
on there that I
one.
think is quite good.
Yeah.
I don't know whether all of us have watched the latest season of Mandalorian.
No.
Ahsoka is going to be very good.
What I
Wow.
quite like with the new series of The Mandalorian is that they're linking it in quite well with Clone Wars, which is now making me want to go and watch Clone Wars so I can find out a bit more about who the half of these people are.
I think what they're trying to do with they're trying to go down the Marvel route of tying everything together.
Yeah.
So, and there's just so much in there. Like Lando is going to be quite good. I can't wait for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, me too. Oh my god. I mean, I love Ewan McGregor, but like I know I just love I'm such a
Yeah,
loving
everyone.
person.
Do you know what? Having Hans Christian Andersen back.
Hans Christian.
No, wrong person.
Hayden Christensen.
That's the one. I was watching Frozen the other day and I got the name wrong. Oh,
Oh, we
What
lost
I
John.
think John's got his other computer
what happened
working.
there?
There you go. Sorry.
Your internet back on, John.
That's all right.
No, it's just I've just reset it. Also, how stable it is, I don't know, but
Well, we will find out.
we'll crack on. It's actually look at it, I'm in full screen now as well, which makes me feel a bit better. Yeah.
But yeah,
like
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Carlos's comment Visions.
Hi,
That's
Lisa.
one of the things that
Yeah.
he's looking forward to.
What is Visions? Can I have a wee blurb? No.
It's they're animating some of the coolest, the iconic scenes from Star Wars in like Japanese style, so like manga anime style, I think.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's different.
That's going to be
Which is
quite
quite good.
So
I do
original,
like.
Hans Christian Andersen.
Yes, you did say that.
No, I've noticed.
This is going to have to go in the bloopers for January.
What I do like, however, is your mum's comment, Sammy, and I completely
Yes.
agree
Yes.
with that. Any Star
We
Wars
are-
film is definitely a must.
We're a Star
I'm
Wars
going to
family.
correct that.
What?
Second film, episode 2.
Don't you mean see, everyone else hates episode 1, but you hate episode 2.
I love episode 1. Like, I'm obsessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of episode 1.
Oh, I love it.
I like the prequels.
Yeah, I'm not a
You just
fan
don't
of
like the prequels.
the only of the prequels that I like is episode 3. Yeah,
I love the prequels.
Me too.
yeah. Nothing beats 4, 5,
An
and
age
6.
thing, Ben, obviously.
Yeah, I actually think that the Star Wars bit, I actually feel just sort of drifts towards everything that they're doing in the studios, and actually the whole of that sort of Star Wars land, the hotel that's to come, and I think what they're going to be able to do is make it very, very relevant to what the design for the hotel will be, but then also reflect it in up and coming films as well. And I think it just keeps that whole franchise just sort of at the forefront of everyone's mind, and it keeps it fresh. It keeps it sort of enlivened with new material and probably another opportunity to sell more merchandise once you get into the park. But I think I like the whole purpose of that, and I think it's been the range of different material that they're hoping to bring, I think is absolutely spot on. I really do.
Do you think they'll put Batu into any of the movies of the series?
I don't know whether anyone's watched the Lego live that special Christmas special they've done, the Lego Star Wars. There's a mention of Batu in there.
Yeah.
They might.
Just one line.
So this could end up being
waiting
sort of
for the Mandalorian to do it.
couldn't it, amongst the Star Wars writers, couldn't it?
Yeah.
How many different ways can you manage to bring Batu into it?
Yeah, I agree with Carlos that episode 3 is my favourite of the prequels.
That's just
I was just seeing Lisa's comment about the new Star Wars hotel. It is going to be awesome. It's also going to be very expensive.
I expect to stay there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is.
The money.
Like most people are going to be priced out of that hotel 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's
And I'm
different
wondering
from.
if they might restrict access. You know, you can resort hop and you can go, and I'm wondering whether for that hotel you won't be able to.
No, you won't. I think you're
At least for a while, I think it's very possible.
I think you're going to have to buy a package, and everything's included in that. And I'm wondering whether even if you have a Hollywood Studios ticket, you're going to have to buy a special package, and it's going to be done like 2-3 day, and that's a bit like it's going to be like a cruise.
Yeah,
imagine being amazing on the gate. It's just going to be an armed stormtrooper, isn't it? Instead of the nice guy, on the gate. Welcome home. It's like not going to be that.
You can see all the people that are going to go up to that poor guy and go, like, and there's some stuff, like that poor person that has to work there every day.
At least I've got a helmet on, but yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that job. I'd laugh too much.
I just love the interaction when you walk around sort of Galaxy's Edge and just Hollywood Studios and the stormtroopers just interacting, just walking around, and they're just brilliant.
Definitely.
I think there's so much that in Lucasfilm that they've got so much that they can do. Andor looks quite good.
I can't wait for all of it.
Yeah.
And the droid story as well, again, is another one that
I was going to say that one. That sounds really interesting.
It's taking characters that you really do enjoy the sort of the relationship that they have together with R2-D2 and C-3PO, but how they can actually move that on, and I think it'd probably be quite humorous in places as well. Yeah. And I think that's the one I'm think that's another great idea, I must admit.
Definitely.
It's nice that they're all going to be something slightly different as well, slightly different genres and slightly different approaches.
And I think there's something there. There's something there for any Star Wars fan, irrespective of which film is your favorite, which film is the least favorite. I think there's something there for everybody, and I think again, it's just offering that real freshness, isn't it?
Is anyone surprised at the amount of stuff from Lucasfilm? Because I think it was only a year or so ago, Bob Iger spoke out saying that we've done Star Wars too much.
Yeah,
and we need to step it back a little bit.
I think that this is really crucial to this whole.
Bob Iger's not in the picture anymore.
Yeah, but this whole announcement has come up with so many massive projects which actually are going to become the mainstay of the Disney Corporation for the next couple of years. Whilst the parks are not at capacity, while the parks are not allowed to open, they need something to actually keep this company afloat and actually to avoid people, other major companies sniffing around. I know we've talked about Apple possibly, somewhere along the line buying Disney, but at this particular moment, that's probably as cheap as it's probably as cheap as it comes. And I think what Disney have been very, very clever with, they've come out all guns blazing on Thursday night. They've shown their hand very early. They've probably started quite a massive sort of employment drive, because it's a part of unfortunately, because of the pandemic, it's an industry which is absolutely dying on its feet. And to know that some of these actors, Tom Hanks included, are all actually going to cash, but they're in need of work, aren't they? And I think this is a massive statement by Disney to actually want to protect those people who are looking for work, and secondly, to protect their own company. And I think it's a really massive step by the Disney Corporation. And I've got to say, it took me by surprise, the enormity of the announcement. But I tell you one thing, I think, I know it's meant to be for investors. And I think I'm not an investor, except for my own cash being spent on holidays. But I think it sends such a massive positive signal to everybody who's invested in the company, be it with working for the company or those who have invested money into the company. And I think if I was one of those people, I'd be very, very much more settled about where Disney are at this present moment.
Yeah, I think this...
It was about reassurance, wasn't it? It was about financial and creative reassurance, and I think it absolutely did that.
Yeah, it showed what Disney are capable of and what we've, in a way, expected from them as well.
Yeah.
When we knew Disney Plus was announced, and we thought, what are we going to get that we haven't been able to get before?
Disney have always been very clever with their announcements. So they announce things very far in advance to start building up that hype. And then they release bits of information in dribs and drabs to keep that excitement up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think as well, and I think let's get rid of the elephant in the room. This will come at a cost to subscribers. They've already announced in America that they're going to put the price up a little bit. But actually, when you look at the amount of content that's there, you look at the fact that we're not getting into the cinemas anytime soon. If they put up £1, £2, I actually think it's still value for money, and that's been the difference with Disney Plus as opposed to the old Disney Life and all of that sort of the first attempt at trying to stream stuff, which wasn't updated. There wasn't any new material, and it become very, I think if you had it for 4 or 5 months, you'd probably seen most of what was on there. They're actually adding all the time to this, and I think that's why, as a streaming service, they've absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. We've got a question.
Indiana Jones 5.
It
can't be worse than Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah, I thought Indiana Jones 4 was supposed to be Harrison Ford who was handing over to the young one, and it just going, and that's it moving on. So I was surprised for the past few years they've talked about Indiana Jones 5, the amount they've talked about Avatar.
Presumably Harrison Ford's just got a small cameo. It's not all going to...
I don't think he can do.
I don't know.
I don't know, can he do anything anymore?
Who would know?
Is he not in his 80s or something? Is he not like 80? No.
He's definitely not going on a bit, Sammy. I'm not going to sort of slag him off on here without actually double checking his age.
Right. Okay.
Should
I Google it?
So they're saying that we're getting 100 movies every year for Disney Plus. So I think they've realised that the amount of content they want, and they're just moving closer and closer towards it. What I'm looking forward to is what comes after this, because I know with Star Wars it's going to be a new trilogy with someone at the helm, Taika Waititi, and that is what I'm most excited about.
Because Taika Waititi is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at what he did manage to do with Thor.
Yeah.
It was at one point one of the least popular of all of the
Marvel
franchises.
Let's start with
Wait, I just want to clarify. He's 78, so he's knocking in the door.
There you go.
Okay, you were close.
I was very close. Right. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
By the time Indiana Jones 5 is recording, I think he probably will be 80.
Yeah.
So
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. You know,
Okay.
this has got 2 slides to it.
I'm surprised it's only
That's
2.
how much they're releasing for Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
can't wait.
WandaVision isn't long. That's mid-January. That's coming out.
15th of January, yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know
that's-
what? Out of all of the stuff from Marvel that's been announced, actually, WandaVision is probably in my top 3. I'm so excited for it, and the new trailer that's come out recently just
Yeah.
makes it look even better. I cannot wait.
The first time I saw it, I was unsure, but now I've seen the latest trailer. I really want to see it. I think
just
it's
looks superb.
Do you know, I'm really looking forward to She-Hulk because Claire, I think this is going to be your big break.
Thanks ever so much. I'm hoping you're referring to the fact I was green.
That was the joke, Claire.
I know.
I think it's because Gamora's not getting her own show.
Do you think we're going to get an appearance from Mark Ruffalo in She-Hulk?
Yes, it's been confirmed.
Yeah.
Yay.
And the Abomination's back as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tim Roth.
It's gonna be
but
good.
She-Hulk is the one that really isn't exciting me. It's not going to be the thing that makes me want to dive into it quickly. I think, we're talking Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
What
Loki
if?
and What If.
What if seems a great concept.
Oh.
I love that concept.
There's
What
just
is
so
it?
much
Sorry,
that
I
you
don't know.
can
Who
do.
wants to tell me?
It's an animated series of kind of what if stories. So what if Iron Man had died in
Like the Disney books.
yeah,
Ooh, that's
Marvel
interesting.
but Marvel version.
That's interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Put the
definitely.
slide back up, Ben. What else is up there?
What else have we got? There's so much
Out
on
of
here.
all of these ones, Loki's the one that I'm looking forward to the
Loki.
most,
Yeah, Loki will be good.
Okay.
especially after that trailer.
Definitely.
Loki. Yeah. Eternals looks good.
It does.
Mhm.
Black Widow will eventually get released.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Is there? Did you say there's another Marvel one?
There is another page of Marvel.
Slide. Captain Marvel 2. What do we think of that?
I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I
so
enjoyed the
I'm
first one.
hoping the second one will be good.
As long as the cat's in it, like I'm down.
I'm wondering.
The cat, the Flurkin.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
cat.
yeah. The
Not a
Flurkin
cat.
that looks like a cat. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Except it does that whole.
The reason that Nick Fury wears an eye patch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing I'm annoyed about is that they haven't announced Spider-Man 3.
It's because it's not Disney, it's Sony.
Sony will announce it.
We've had so much rumor about it anyway.
No, because Tom Holland's doing it.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
it's
in-
always been a Sony film. It's
part of the MCU.
produced by Disney and Sony together, but it's always announced by Sony.
Ugh.
Because it's why it's not. Yeah,
It will happen.
it will
I need
happen.
to see when I'm going to see my Tom and his tighty spideys.
Lowering the tone, are we, Sammy?
Oh,
Never.
Goose.
Goose. Yes.
Goose. That was the
Goose
cat.
the Flurkin.
The Flurkin.
Flurkin.
Flurkin. Not a cat.
Not a cat.
I said Flurkin.
Okay, let's go to the second slide of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am
man.
Groot.
So much.
Oh, there is.
Secret Invasion is what I'm looking forward
Because that'll
to.
tie in nicely with Captain
What?
Marvel.
Yeah.
What's the invasion going to be?
It's Nick
or
Fury and the Skrull Telos from Captain Marvel and also appeared in Spider-Man 2.
Do you think Spider-Man's going to be in it?
Possibly. You never know.
There'll certainly be references about him, I'm sure.
Oh, I need to watch it then. Need to watch it.
I think Armor Wars looks quite cool as well.
Yeah, having
What would
War Machine back.
Brady? Yeah, War Machine.
I'm buzzed for Groot and the Guardians. I love
Guardians
I love
Holiday
Guardians.
Special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I am Groot. I'm very excited for those.
Yeah.
And Blade.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Can't wait for
Yeah.
Blade.
You know what? I'm a big Disney fan, but I'm also a big horror movie fan. So I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to do with Blade. Yeah.
I enjoyed the original Blade films. So
I would say presumably it will be a remake of was it Wesley Snipes?
Usually-
It was
Wesley
Wesley Snipes.
It was Wesley Snipes. I'm not going mad.
Yep.
And can we just have a moment to think about Thor?
I
Just
knew
a
you were
moment.
going to bring that up.
Christian Bale.
I love Thunder because I think that needs to take mention.
The only
Yes.
thing we haven't spoken about was Moon Knight. I'm just having a
I
quick look
don't
at
know
what it
much
is.
about it.
So Moon Knight is a new series created for Disney Plus. The action adventure features a complex vigilante who suffers from dissociative identity disorder. The multiple identities who live inside him are distinct characters who appear against a backdrop of Egyptian iconography.
That sounds really interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It really
Comics
does.
and stuff are really cool.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
going to be quite a good thing to see on Disney Plus, and it's quite good that there's so much stuff that's just it's all going to tie a lot of like with the films in Marvel. It all ties together. There's all little things here, so it's you see one, you're going to want to see the other.
What's quite nice is they're still using some of those little known characters
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not just the big name ones like they did, like they've always done.
Going on, isn't there? There's so much going on in terms of the Marvel stuff. There's non-stop.
I love Carlene's comment.
I know. Thanks, Carlene. I'm hoping you mean mine, the Scottish one.
I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed that the Guardians Christmas holiday special
2022.
2022.
Oh,
It's
2 years for that, but
yeah. It's because I think in 2023 is when the
that's great.
Guardians 3.
3. Yeah.
So
yeah.
And
So
it'd be good
it'll maybe be like an in between from 2 to 3.
yeah, I think apparently I was reading into it. James Gunn has been sort of pestering Kevin Feige for this for years, so he's got a good story. So I think it's going to be really
It'll
good.
be brilliant. It can't.
Yeah.
It can't be
Hilarious.
Guardians are always great. Like
I think what was really telling with the announcement, though, was it Kevin Feige? Is that
Yeah.
this guy's name? He was the only one who came on. Everyone else was wearing what seemed to be corporate Disney jacket, and he turned up completely different jacket, wearing a cap, and it was just so unique. And I just thought, you know something? Talk about sending a statement about how independent Marvel are still from the whole of the Disney part of it. And I just thought that was a really lovely moment in the whole of that announcement. And I just thought, yeah, you get why people watch Marvel, and he gets the whole Marvel bit.
Yeah.
And it was I don't know, I just saw a bit of class in that. I really did.
Yeah, it's really good.
yeah,
Okay.
So yeah, Marvel, all of it looks amazing.
yeah, Marvel thumbs up.
Okay. Let's do Pixar next.
I can't wait.
So
This just blew me away. The whole thing has just blown me away on Pixar. I've got to say, it excited me. Of all the notes that I made the other night, knowing that we were going to do this show, and I was thinking, right, I'll just put down the highlights and stuff. I've got over a page of notes all about Pixar. And it's like, yeah, and I've got to say, there's not one thing that's on that screen that I think I don't like. Maybe Cars, maybe Cars.
this can be a series, so it's one of those
That's
things.
a new
It'll be
series.
interesting. At least don't you have to sit an hour and a half for it.
Some of the
At
others-
least it's not planes.
yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dog
My
Days
mum
looks
mentioned
awesome.
the Fantastic Four, which we totally glossed
Oh, we
over.
did.
Oh,
We
yeah.
completely
We didn't
missed
even
those
mention
Fantastic
Fantastic
Four.
Four.
That is true.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I don't know. Didn't they already remake that like a few years
No,
ago?
that not under MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
but
it was Fox, and it didn't
Yeah.
do very well.
so hopefully
And-
that's going to be better.
Disney will
Yeah.
hopefully do it better. Marvel will hopefully
Fingers
do it better
crossed.
now. It's back
Yeah.
with its original
It's being
company.
directed by the guy who directed Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
the Homecoming.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, yep, I'm there.
I'll watch it anyway. Spider-Man's usually quite linked with the Fantastic Four, though, so
Is it?
you never know. You
Hmm.
might get a.
Are we carrying?
Do you think we're eventually going to get X-Men in afterwards? No, we'll do Fantastic Four
Yeah.
next, and it will
We're
lead
going to
into
start with Fantastic Four.
yeah.
Fingers
It's going to
crossed.
be. It's
Bring
going to
it
be.
all in.
scary.
Deadpool's coming in, so
Yeah,
Love Deadpool.
I just hope they don't make him family friendly,
they've said they won't.
because I think if they try, it's just going to backfire.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not gonna work because everyone will be angry about it. So
I don't think Blade will be able to be too family friendly,
no,
considering the content.
No, that's true.
definitely not.
Okay.
So back to the Pixar stuff.
Yes,
Duck Days for me is like the standout. Can't wait. You can't go wrong with Duck. He's so cute.
Isn't he just?
I'm looking
Um,
forward to Soul, and I know it's not long and a few weeks to go,
Yeah,
but that's one I've been looking
You are
forward to.
not to watch it without me.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
actually Christmas Day, and I'm working, and he's not.
Oh, no.
So I'm half expecting
Ben.
to have already watched it by the time I get home.
Only once, maybe twice or 3 times.
It looks amazing. The whole premise and the story of Soul really ticks my boxes in terms of jazz and stuff. Oh,
It's a
I'm
Pixar film,
definitely
so
going to
we're
force
gonna
Connor
cry.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, both my kids play in the jazz orchestra, and there was just a clip on the trailer of it, and it was just exactly the rehearsal. And I just thought we've absolutely got this to a T. And I just thought, I think when they're back at orchestra at some point in the future, I think that the whole orchestra would have to sit down and watch Soul, and just spot who's who within the orchestra, because they've really got it. They've got it absolutely.
I agree. Yeah, senior school, high school, whatever it is, jazz band, jazz orchestra. That rehearsal scene is so correct.
Yeah, really is.
So what else was on there?
There's
Much on there. Cars is one of those ones that I don't think it will appeal to certain people, but not most. I liked the first film. Second was rubbish. Third was better, but I don't think it deserves its own series.
I don't think I've even seen the second or third one.
Yeah.
I've not seen the second one. I've watched the third one.
Yeah.
So I've just had to look up what Win or Lose is, and it's Pixar's
one,
first.
isn't it?
It's their first ever original long form animated series. So it's nice that Pixar are going into doing a TV series.
Yeah.
Didn't know what it's about. No.
It's about the local school softball team in the week leading up to their championship game. Each 20-minute episode highlights the perspective from a different character, explores the drama of bad calls made on and off the field.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's different.
And I think it comes back to some of them Pixar shorts, doesn't it? Just how powerful a message that really you've got to dig beneath the actual surface of it. And I'm hoping that's what that's going to be about. The other film that's on there is it Turning Red?
Yeah.
It's Lucas not a film as well.
Girl who metamorphosizes into a different character or something. That I hope just looks the most amazing and true to proper Pixar sort of traditions, isn't it? Yeah. Of how this character, and then probably for those of you who've got a 13-year-old daughter at home, would probably imagine your daughter would be sort of flying off the handle and getting really angry, and then suddenly becoming this other character. So I'm hoping it's a little bit down those lines, because it does sound absolutely superb.
So Lightyear.
I'm looking forward to that.
I wasn't going to mention Lightyear yet.
Oh, no. It's very controversial, this one, because it's not
Chris Evans.
Yep, Chris Evans. So it's not Tim Allen, but also it's not Buzz Lightyear, as in Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story.
Yeah,
no,
it's not Woody, Andy's toy.
Isn't it the film that the toy is based off? So it's the film that was presented, and that's why Andy wanted it so much.
And that's why Tim Allen's not doing the voice. And actually, it's a really clever way.
Yeah,
just navigating the whole Toy Story part, and you park Toy Story, you're not touching that whole amazing series of films, and you can now do something completely random about
his character.
Yeah, and I thought what a clever way of looking at it.
I wonder if that will lead into other ones as well. So with Woody and Jessie.
They could do Woody Roundup.
A proper.
See, there's so many opportunities with all the other characters.
Although if they do decide to do that, they've got to do it in black and white.
That would be so good, though, wouldn't it? It really would.
And finish it before the last episode comes out.
This has got to happen.
Wonderful.
It does look good. I'll be interested to see how Chris Evans' voice is.
Yeah.
It's a quirky twist on the story. So
it's an interesting way to use the character. Definitely. Whether I'm going to run and watch it first, definitely not. But
I think the other thing is Buzz Lightyear is a really popular character in the parks as well, isn't he? In terms of meet and greets and parades and stuff. So it will just keep that alive as well, with maybe a new generation of kids who perhaps, the Toy Story films have been and gone. Now they've stopped. Yeah. So this series might be something that actually the 4, 5, 6-year-olds who aren't necessarily going to sit and watch the first Toy Story, they'll see a different Buzz. So I suppose that there's certainly opportunity to tie it in parks-wise as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll go quite well.
I think it was another one on that list as well, though. Was it Luca?
Yeah.
which is set in the Italian Riviera. That again just looks, and another one, and I can't remember which of the Pixar shorts the directors have set similar one. It'll come to me at a later time, but it does look absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I think Pixar knocked it out of the park. Actually, they did a really
I think as well they were talking about other things as well, Claire, and I think they're trying to continue the Inside Pixar series on Disney Plus. They mentioned something about this Spark Shorts, which is basically a series where they're basically just introducing brand new animators and giving them the opportunity to put something on air, without risk, and just see what happens, which is again goes back to that true tradition, doesn't it, of where Pixar really started as a studio themselves. But equally, it's similar to that, that very first bit. You go back to where Walt all started all those years ago. You have to go out and you have to make mistakes. You have to be given those opportunities, and I think they're few and far between. So it's lovely to see that Pixar are actually going to some extremes to actually ensure that they're getting new animators in as well.
Yeah.
What's next, Ben?
Let's have a look. See what we've got left. I think there's only one slide left.
Dun, dun, dun.
Studio.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I'm going to start off with Raya the Last Dragon. Just to let everyone know, this will be going, like Mulan did, on Disney Plus Premier Access. So it will be out at the same time at the cinema as it will on Disney Plus. Yeah. And I think it's going to be the same price. It'll be $29.99. So is one fun if it's
gives you the choice. If the cinemas are back open and you're happy and comfortable to go to the cinema, then you can go and see it there. Or you can watch it on your Disney Plus, and if you've got a family of 4, it's probably going to be very good for you.
Yeah.
So just checking then, the movies on this are Raya, Iwaju,
no, Raya and Encanto.
Iwaju's a series.
Okay, and the others are all series.
Series.
I have to say, looking at Encanto, I'm really looking forward to that. I think
amazing.
It looks incredible. Yeah. It's got Lin-Manuel Miranda's done the music. It can't be bad.
No.
I think it just looks incredible, and the little premiere of the animation and the premise behind it just had me hooked straight away.
The animation looked amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely
beautiful, stunning.
I think out of the series, Baymax is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Really?
Really am. Yeah.
Is that going to link in with the Big Hero 6 animation?
I think it might do. I think it's different. It's more of the Baymax sort of being a healthcare companion, and it's going to focus on how he goes around. So apparently he's going to have some sort of teleport thing, so he can go. Yeah. So
that's right. It's going back to what Baymax was designed for, which is like a healthcare.
Healthcare. Yeah.
Professional.
Not so professional, but
COVID assessment for everybody.
Might have been quite useful this year.
I'm looking forward to Zootopia.
Yes, it's about time they did a Zootopia TV show. I said
I'm very looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I really
like Zootopia.
Did you not?
Wow.
No, didn't do it.
I loved it. I really liked it.
Yeah, the behind the scenes of each of the families. So there's ones of there was a really funny comment about the mice of I can't remember what it was. It was
just take all of like the unknown character, not unknown, but just the smaller ones, and put the spotlight on them.
Flash
again,
and the other half.
Yeah, and again in like true Disney tradition, though, it'll get lots of people going back to a film that wasn't shown a great deal of love when it came out. It was kind of sidelined a little bit because it was a bit of a Marmite one, though, wasn't it? It was people, they hated it and just left it, or you loved it and you sort of bought into it. And I think this new series will actually allow people to go back and actually look at the film probably in with new eyes and with a sort of fresh perspective in some ways.
I think it did very well in China. But I don't think it did well, particularly in the US.
No.
And obviously,
Artist Zootropolis, and
and obviously the Tiana and Moana series.
They're really good.
I don't know about Moana the series.
what can you do with it? It's
It'd be about their adventures going and finding new islands, I would imagine.
Would have the Rock back though.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that
and anything we haven't
Rock
mentioned, it was
back.
amazing.
The Rock
Yes,
and Hey
definitely.
Hey, and I'm sold.
See,
It's
we might even get a bit more poor.
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, okay.
just a whole series of Hey Hey would be great.
I feel they could do loads of Hey Hey shorts, to be fair,
I'm
if they
surprised they
wanted to.
have Hey shorts actually, because that'd be quite fun.
Mostly that would be him bashing his head against various different objects.
It's a bit like
Comedy
Roadrunner.
gold. Comedy gold.
That would get a lot of clicks.
Yeah. And Tiana, obviously, fab.
So
It's nice that she's getting to more sort of
Yeah.
airtime. I wonder if it will link in with the Splash Mountain.
That's what I was
I
just
think
about
very
to say.
possibly that
Natural.
could be why.
Is that
There's a natural sort of bridge there, isn't there? And I think that'd be a good way of unveiling that within Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Alongside that, and, I think it's a good way of
timescale wise, it might well tie in quite well.
I think
Do you
so.
think Moana coming in with Epcot, because that's going to have some Moana features, and you've got Zootopia in Shanghai that's being built.
Hang on a minute, Ben. Hang on. Disney joined up thinking parks and I'm not actually thinking about it before it actually happens, rather than shoehorning something in 6 months after they've just redone a ride and thought, oh, we could have put an overlay on that. But it's great if that's what they've done. I think this would just be such a perfect thing for the parks, and I really do hope someone sat in an office. Maybe Bob Chapek's got that foresight to actually see that it's one big company rather than just different separate entities.
In my brain, Bob Chapek's got an office with a wall that is like Sherlock Holmes's study, and he's got the bits of string between each of the properties. It's
And where can we put water?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a tough question to ask everyone, because especially this group. But if you had to pick one of everything announced,
Out of everything.
Out of everything.
Sammy,
what are you most looking forward to?
Can I just say everything?
In the comments,
No.
if you've got an opinion.
Yeah. Everyone who's watching,
You're looking forward to one thing.
everyone who's watching, you have to put one thing that you're looking forward to the most out of everything that was announced. And I'll go first because I know what mine is.
Oh, can we guess?
Can we guess yours?
Yes.
The Little
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
Yes. I'm really looking forward to the Little Mermaid. I'm just really interested to see which direction they take it. I'm interested to see what the new songs are going to be, and I don't know, just something about it excites me, and I don't know why. I'm just very excited for it. Right, who's next?
I'm really struggling.
I'm struggling completely, and I'm gonna put it out there. I'm going for Doug Days. I love all of the Pixar stuff. Pixar really did it for me the other night. But I'm going to say Doug Days just looks so funny.
Oh,
So I'm really looking forward to that, and that's going to be my one.
There is one thing that wasn't on the slides that did get announced.
What?
And it's not going to make my top 10, not at all.
Yeah.
But it's the Beauty and the Beast prequel
Who
series.
and Gaston.
Oh, the one.
It does.
Yeah.
And then there was another one as well, Ben, wasn't there? There was an animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I think we might have lost
He had that on purpose, so he had more time. Come on, Ben.
There was that much. There was that much. Even just talking about it for an hour.
Yeah.
We still haven't covered everything that was actually unveiled, and I think that's testament to how much was actually. I think they took 4 hours unveiling it all, didn't they? So,
Started at 9:30 and finished at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and I think it's tricky for us to try and I'm sure people are watching and thinking, oh, you've not mentioned this or you've not mentioned that.
Yeah.
But actually, what we're trying to do is just try and give people that overview of what's coming. And if you are interested, go and have a look at the list that's online, and you just go down and down, and you just like, it's seemingly
Never ending.
it seems to be never ending as you look at
The
it.
other announcement that did happen is not more of a film, but it was more of the TV channel, or sort of what's being added onto Disney Plus is Star Plus.
Yeah,
So that's interesting because I don't know how much content we will receive of that in the UK, because a lot of it is probably already owned by Sky.
Yeah.
So obviously when that content then drops off Sky, will it go on Disney Plus? Because I know in the US and in continental Europe, the price of Disney Plus is going up because that's being added on.
yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see over the next sort of few months what sort of negotiations happen between Disney, Sky, and things will eventually move. Because I know that Sky have announced that end of this year, all sort of the Sky movie channel Disney is disappearing.
Yeah.
Because it's all on Disney Plus.
Yeah, fair. Right, so
I just
Claire, do you know yet?
I'm loving what Lisa's saying in the comments, which is she's
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for all the Marvel stuff.
All the Marvel
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
That's
one on.
cheating, Lisa. We don't do that here. No, we do. We do.
I'm with
Definitely.
Lisa. And if I had to pick one,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's probably going to be Loki. I've been excited from the minute they announced it.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for that. But what's actually interesting to me is with the Marvel stuff, it looks as if they're going to be going towards a Young Avengers sort of
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing. Because a lot of the shows, movies are of the younger heroes,
You've got
teenagers.
Ironheart now.
And Ironheart, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man would also probably come under the Young Avengers, given his age.
Excuse me. He's not that much. Well, I mean,
Well, Spider-Man himself currently is. Tom Holland, not that
yes,
much.
is much too young for me, but Tom Holland isn't.
So yeah, Loki.
Ben, what are you looking forward to?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to say Jungle Cruise. I need to get back to cinema and see this film. It's been for such a long time. And Mulan was always on our list to watch, and it's one of the film we were excited for this year. Obviously, with everything happened, and we didn't pay the £20 to watch it 3 months early, because when Disney announced that it's going to be available to watch for everyone on Disney Plus in December, it was the best film I've seen this year. And I know that's not saying much, because I haven't seen many films this year, but I was blown away by it. It's the best live action film Disney has ever done.
You think?
Yeah, seriously.
Morgan,
I haven't seen it either.
It's on the agenda for this week.
Yeah,
Now,
but
you
definitely.
said Jungle Cruise, so I don't need to.
Yeah.
See if it's something else.
Claire and Morgan, what are you most looking forward to?
Go on, Morg.
Me? Oh god. Okay. As much as I love Marvel and as much as I love all the other stuff that's been announced, I'm gonna have to go for the Ahsoka TV series that was announced to come out in tandem with the Mandalorian after she was announced with Rosario Dawson. Just because I'm a massive Star Wars nerd, I rewatched everything over the summer. I'm really into the Clone Wars, and Ahsoka coming into the Mandalorian live action just absolutely made it for me. And when I saw it announced in the morning, when I woke up on Friday, I literally screamed. So I'm going to go for Ahsoka.
Nice. Claire?
Do you know, it's so hard. There's so much. I'm stuck between Encanto, which I think looks amazing, but actually I'm going to stick with what I said earlier on. And WandaVision for me, I cannot wait. And it's literally like 4 weeks away. I just think the whole idea of the series, the concept behind it, and then the little nuggets they've thrown in of what might happen, I just can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, WandaVision for me.
Cool.
And then when that's finished, I can have something else, because that's like
This is true.
I have like the first and the last. So I have WandaVision.
I think there was so much positivity from Thursday night that with so much content, I don't think even if we are still in lockdown for another year, we've got a lot of content to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as I can film it, it's all good.
Just think of all the stuff we'll be able to watch on the aeroplane on the way to America.
Just download it all.
Yeah.
Flights are going to go so quickly.
Oh, that's so
Brilliant.
I think I'll put it on like the Magical Express. So you're like your half an hour.
Yeah.
I don't think they can, Ben. There'll be people scrapping on the Magical Express saying, no, I want to watch this. No, don't want to watch that. I want to watch this.
Yeah.
There's far too much choice. Too much choice.
Yeah.
Let's take the Mickey Mouse shorts on and then we'll be all right. You know, it's just like, at least you get everything, something that everybody wants to watch.
Put Dudley's on there, it'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But thank you everyone for joining us today, whether in the comments or us on screen. It's just been really good to talk about what we enjoy from sort of Marvel, Disney, sort of Pixar, everything really. We are going live again this Friday, so I hope we're all ready for our first ever Wafflers Christmas party. So what have we got? Cocktails, party games, a few special guests.
I'm looking forward to the Secret Santa as well.
Secret Santa.
Yes. Cool.
I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting.
Sam is just looking forward to opening up a picture of Tom Holland.
I'm pretty sure it's a picture of Tom Holland, guys. I've framed it.
And John's mankini hopefully will fit. It will all.
That could be interesting, couldn't it?
Oh, definitely.
It's Mickey Mouse print. You'll be all right.
You'll have to wear it on the show on Friday.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
After the several cocktails.
Yeah.
After enough cocktails, you probably wouldn't mind.
Yeah, definitely.
It might need to be after the watershed, maybe.
But yeah. So thanks everyone again for joining us today. You can find us on YouTube as you're watching this, or on Facebook. All our podcasts are on Spotify, Castbox, as you can see, Apple, Google. You can also check us out on our website, which is www.themickeywaffle.com. And I think there's only one thing left to say. Waffle on.
Waffle on.
Waffle on.
Bye.